Every year, new games come out, some good, some bad, and some ugly. This is a recollection of the games that were a highlight of 2015 for me. These aren't reviews. When asked what games I enjoyed that year, this is the list. So here we go, my top 5 games of 2015. Starting at number 5, Destiny, The Taken King. I was very hesitant to put this in my top 5 of 2015 because the game was released in 2014. It's here because of the DLC The Taken King took up a big chunk of my gaming in 2015. I put in 776 hours in this game and it's the most played game of the year. Because of the Taken King raid, I made 3 new friends from around the world that I literally look forward to playing with. For those 2 reasons, it was one of the highlights of 2015. My 4th top game, Battlefield Hardline. I've been a big fan of the Battlefield franchise ever since Battlefield Bad Company 2. Every time a new Battlefield game comes out, it easily becomes the most played game I have. I can't say that about Hardline though. Hardline has been my least favorite Battlefield game so far. However, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it and love it. Quite the contrary.
Somebody grab that money! Move and I shoot!
The reason why I never get tired of the Battlefield franchise is because of reasons like that. Such unique things happen in the Battlefield games that create very enjoyable moments. Here, I'm about to pull off a maneuver that I nicknamed the Batman. I take down the enemy by jumping down from some high above them and they never see me coming, just like Batman. Oh, it feels so good. Every time a Battlefield game comes out, it becomes one of the highlights of that year. Number 3 is Ori and the Blind Forest. This is an RPG adventure platformer that is single player only. The game revolves around Ori and his efforts to restore life to a forest. The game is about love and sacrifice. It has heavy themes about protecting those whom you love. I've completed the game 3 times because that's how much I've enjoyed it. The graphics are stunning, and gameplay brought back nostalgia from games I played in my childhood, such as Super Metroid. Like Metroid on the NES, the game takes place in an open world and you can only access areas once you've acquired abilities that allow you to travel to new areas. The game had a lot of platforming and some puzzle solving. This is a beautiful indie game. In fact, probably the best indie game I've ever played. The biggest enjoyment I received was the platforming aspects. I don't normally care for platformers, but this was the most fun I've ever had playing one. Shout out to Moon Studios for making such an amazing game. Number 2, Batman Arkham Knight.
This is how the Batman died.
When I first picked it up, I was hesitant. Didn't really feel like playing it. It sat in my game library for a few months, but when I did pick it up, I literally couldn't stop playing. It was one of the games that actually caused me to stop playing other games. I would not play anything else till I finished it, because it was that captivating. My experience with the game can be viewed in the video, The Batman Arkham Knight Experience, posted here on my channel. Overall, with such a wonderful story that is very dark, wonderful gameplay, graphics, and in-depth lore, this was the second biggest highlight of 2015. And the number 1 game? The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Hands down, the best game of 2015 that I played. It's apparently won every award it was nominated for, and it was deserved in my opinion. This game, especially for being a single player only game, is considered long. I didn't do every single possible quest, but I didn't do almost all of them. I unlocked all the achievements on the base game, and it clocked me in about 150 hours. I've made new friends, and I had my imagination travel to space, a forest, a metropolitan dystopia, and a kingdom. I lived many lives, and I can only wonder what 2016 is going to bring. 2015 was a great year to be a gamer. A lot of wonderful games came out, and I wasn't able to enjoy every single one because there was just an overload of great games. But this was my top 5 games of 2015 that I enjoyed and will remember.